This guy's confession has to be one of the most nonchalant and shockingly casual confessions the police and the public have ever witnessed. What we had here was a man who was arrested for multiple armed robberies that eventually resulted in murder. The suspect was casually explaining his crime as if he were telling a bedtime story. He kept a calm face while painting the full picture of his atrocities without a single trace of fear or remorse, even though someone had lost their life.
But I noticed that the man was all my mind was he was sleeping. We didn't disturb him. So I feel so bad. Me and my second we feel so bad because our own stealing is not that maybe we are interested in sharing blood. Even before I follow this my cousin and my second, I told that I don't want to share blood because I have this covenant with God. I will not share blood because of money.
However, that calm face didn't last long because after the police were done with him, his face went from looking like this to this, and I seriously doubt he was still acting nonchalant after that simple reality check. Here is how it all started. Around 11 p.m. on a Tuesday in August 2016, Mr. Bello Akim was relaxing at his home in the Igbe area of Lagos State, Nigeria, when his generator suddenly went off. Mr. Bello then asked his children to go outside and check what was wrong with the generator, but when his children returned just 5 minutes later, they were not alone. It turned out that 4 armed men had scaled the fence into the compound and had deliberately turned off the generator while they waited for someone to come out and check what had gone wrong. These 4 men, who were armed with dangerous knives, had captured and followed Bello's children back into the house and then immediately took control of the situation. The men ordered the entire family to cooperate and lie down while they systematically searched every corner of the duplex. For the next 6 hours, Bello and his family lived through a nightmare. The robbers took their time, collecting 3 laptops, 6 phones, 3 ATM cards, a brand new generator, battery, modems, jewelry, and cash. But their most valuable prize was Bello's Toyota Corolla car. The gang held the family hostage until 6 in the morning before finally disappearing with their stolen goods. The next day, Bello did what any victim would do. He went straight to the Jede police station to file a report. However, his troubles were far from over. The thieves had already begun using his ATM cards, withdrawing 100,000 naira from his First Bank account before he could deactivate them. 2 days later, Bello received a phone call that would change everything. A friend contacted him with the shocking news that he had seen his stolen Toyota Corolla being advertised for sale. The discovery was immediately reported to the State Criminal Investigation Department in Yaba, and the police quickly set up a trap for the thieves. The man who was asked to sell the car had been told by the police to set up a meeting with the gang leader at a restaurant. When the gang leader, who identified himself as Akin Ayotunde, arrived at the restaurant to collect his share of the money from the car sale, he walked straight into police hands. Ayotunde and his other gang members were subsequently arrested and then taken into custody, pending further interrogation and investigation. During questioning, investigators discovered that this was not the first crime committed by the gang. Just days before robbing Bello, they had carried out another operation that had ended in tragedy. When asked to state his name, Ayotunde gave investigators 2 different identities. He said his name was Chidi, which is typically an Igbo name, but also claimed to be Akin Ayotunde, which is clearly a Yoruba name. Reporters found this confusing and then pressed him for answers about his background. Ayotunde explained that he was originally from Abia State and that his father had abandoned him at a very young age. In light of this, his maternal grandfather, who was a Yoruba man from Osun State, had taken him in and also given him the name Akin Ayotunde. This explained his double identity, but it also showed how this double identity had helped him to navigate different communities using names that would help him to blend in. Further investigation revealed that on July 22, 2016, just days before the Bello robbery, Ayotunde and his gang had struck another home in Igbobo Yaba, only that this time, the operation would have deadly consequences. It was around 9:30 that evening when Mrs. Olawumi and her husband were peacefully watching television in their living room. Their quiet evening was shattered when their daughter burst into the room with the terrifying news that strangers had entered their house. The armed men immediately ordered everyone to lie down and surrender. They separated the family members, placing them in different rooms while keeping the husband, 51-year-old Toye Makonjoala, in the living room under their watch. Instead of quickly taking what they wanted and leaving, the robbers decided to spend the night with the family. They went through their refrigerator, ate their apples, and drank their juice while relaxing on their couch to watch television. The gang terrorized the family for 8 long hours and then collected approximately 480,000 naira in cash, along with valuable jewelry and other household items. They also took the family's SUV with the plan to use it to transport their stolen goods. As the robbers prepared to leave around 5 o'clock in the morning, they decided to lock Toye in a room in order to prevent him from immediately calling the police after they've gone. But when they tried to move him, they made the horrifying discovery that Toye was completely unresponsive and cold to the touch. With panic, the robbers realized that their victim had died sometime during the night. They quickly gathered their stolen items and fled the scene, leaving behind a grieving family and a mystery that would haunt investigators. Mrs. Olawumi later filed a police report about her husband's death and the robbery. A few weeks later, she received the surprising news that one of the men responsible for her husband's death had been arrested during another robbery operation. When Ayotunde was brought in for questioning about Toye's death, he maintained that his gang never physically harmed the man. According to his confession, they had forced Toye to lie face down in the living room while they ransacked the house, but claimed they never beat or attacked him directly. Ayotunde suggested that Toye might have suffered a heart attack from the stress and fear of the robbery. He insisted that when they discovered the man was dead, they felt bad about what had happened, but they still took the stolen items because they desperately needed the money. In a bizarre twist that revealed the mindset of the suspects, Ayotunde described himself as a born-again Christian who depended on God during his robbery operations. He claimed that, unlike other criminals who used charms or visited traditional healers for protection, he relied purely on his faith in God to keep him safe during crimes. Ayotunde explained that his life of crime had started after former Lagos State Governor Babatunde Fashola demolished the market where he sold garri with his grandmother. Unable to find stable work, he had convinced his friends to join him in robbing houses, promising they would use only knives to avoid bloodshed.
We were caught because we went to sold a car, so we were caught for that one. So before this woman came and report, so eventually, so I was captured where I went to withdraw money because we collected the ATM for his husband hand or the woman hand.
Okay, that man that died, you collected.
Okay. Yes.
Are you true? No, just let
So that was how it was through the ATM that I was captured. That I was one that went to the woman's house and robbed them. The money we withdraw is not up to 100,000.
Okay.
Not up to 100,000.
What's your name? Your two names?
I have Chidi. I have Akin Ayotunde.
Eh?
I have Chidi. I have Akin Ayotunde.
No, what's your real name?
My real name is Akin.
Akin Ayotunde.
Yes, Ayotunde.
You're from where?
I'm from Abia State.
Abia State. Why are you not answering Akin Ayotunde?
It's a long story.
No,
It's a long story.
wait, hold on, please. He's from Abia answering Akin
You are
Ayotunde.
from Abia answering Akin Ayotunde. Explain, please. Let's understand.
I was a little boy when my dad left me. So my father was a Yoruba from Osun State. He was the one that trained me. Because he's a soldier, he was the one that trained me. So I lived with him for several years before he also died. So he named me Akin.
Okay. Akin, I want to ask you, how many hours were you in that woman's house? From what time to what time?
We went there around 9. So we left there. We went there around 9.
9 p.m. Say 9 p.m.
In the PM, the night. Let me just say we entered there to 10. It was on the 22 of July was when he told me about this thing. Personally, I was also interested because he has his own gang before I knew him. That was what I heard about him. So then he has problem with his gang before he now met me. So I didn't have gang that time. It was my first person that we worked together, and that was the first place that we went to. So it was not that brought that idea to me. We bought knife, all those aboki Funani's knife. We bought it. So he bought it, and then when he bought it, he already told me what I'm going to use it for. I understand. So we went there the following day.
Okay, that you are going for robbery.
Robbery.
Continue.
I asked him about gun. He said that he didn't have gun.
So you went there
That
for
with
your
this, that with that knife, thing will work. I say, let us try it. So we went there that night, around that night, but we didn't enter immediately. We watched.
address, the house address you went to.
I don't know. It was one that will know it. I don't know that area. Even the street, I don't know. But I know that we entered Gbogbo Moto. A boss named Gbogbo. That was all I know. So when we went around 9, we were around somewhere hanging. We want, because people are still passing by. We wait till 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. in the night. So we entered. When we entered, the man virtually came out. And when the man came out, I noticed that the man went to his jeep. He was doing something. He opened the door, and we went there with the confidence that we have something that can scare somebody. So we went there and scared the man. So when we scared the man, I see that the man was believing as someone that has a heart. I don't just know what I would say, but we didn't beat him. We didn't say, Mr. Man, just cooperate. That was what we say, just cooperate. The man said that he will cooperate, and we took him inside because the door was open. We took him inside. When we took him inside, we asked him to lie down, and the man lied down. So immediately, even his wife already lied down. The kids, immediately they saw they already lied down. So we said, everybody just cooperate. So my second, that was named Paul, took the woman to her room. She didn't lock the room. He left the woman there. He didn't torture the woman. The man has 2 girls and one boy. So he locked them inside the room. So it remained only the man. So when we asking the man question, how much do you have? The man said that what he has is in his pocket. He brought some money for 1,000 naira. It's not up to 20,000. I'm just saying 20,000 naira. So we went to meet his wife. Why say he didn't have any money? That he only have chains. So these chains, he was saying that they are not good, but he said that they can still be sold. So we collected the chains. We collected the money from that man's hands. So when we look at what we can carry again, we look at the plasma. So and then we took some clothes.
How did you kill? Why and how did you kill the man?
Yes. Since
We didn't kill the man. It was where he was lying down. So after 1 hour, we noticed that he was nothing. He was gasping, but we didn't get. We are just still busy going up and down looking for where we can see money in the house. But I noticed that the man was. On my mind was he was sleeping. We didn't disturb him. So it was later around to 3. So by then we already packed clothes, plasma, and the jewelries. I mean the 2 phones. The 2 phones were with Paul. So we took those things to the booth and we locked them there. So
which boot of the man's car?
Yes, the jeep. So later, when we were about to go, I went and checked this man, because I don't want him to be there where we are going to be carrying those things. So I wanted to wake him up. I just noticed that the man was, he was tried. I look at him. I noticed that there was a changes. When I could put my ear in his chest, he couldn't breathe again. That was how I know that the man had been dead. So I feel so bad. Me and my second, we feel so bad because, our own stealing is not that maybe we are interested in sharing blood. Even before I follow this my cousin and my second, I told that I don't want to share blood because I have this covenant with God. I will not share blood because of money. All is still vanity. If I kill somebody and I take that money, so what's my own gain? So God will judge me for that one.
So after the man died, una still carry the
was it at Ikorodu?
By then this thing had been in the boat. So
una still carry the man motor.
That time you don't remember blood. You don't
remember the covenant
when you get with God.
No. Actually, we are not supposed to take those things again because there was no money. I had my own financial problems.
So how much you inside the man motor?
We didn't
wait,
sell
this
the man.
happened at Ikorodu, abi?
As Ikorodu?
And we heard, wait, the story we heard was that you hit his head.
No,
Wait, so for his center table, that was how he died.
no, didn't.
Huh?
We didn't. The man didn't even eat anything.
No, you tell him he had hit for center table.
No, nothing like that.
But that's what the wife said.
No, didn't.
The case eventually went to court, where Mrs. Olawumi testified against Ayotunde, recounting the traumatic events that led to her husband's death. She told the judge how her family had been separated during the robbery and how she had hit her husband's head being banged against the wall when he pleaded with the robbers not to harm anyone. The court proceedings revealed the full extent of the gang's cruel methods. They would lurk around developing areas at night, looking for houses with generators running. They would scale fences, switch off the generators, and then attack when residents came outside to investigate the power failure. Despite the compelling evidence and emotional testimony, the case faced multiple adjournments. Years have passed since Mrs. Olawumi first took the stand to seek justice for her husband's death, but there has been no final resolution or update on the case. What do you think really happened that night? Could fear alone have killed Toye Makonjola, or was there something more sinister behind his death? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more true crime stories.